Right behind me, I've got the 2026 GMC Sierra 2500 AT4X. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Jason and I do reviews on vehicles here in Canada, so reviews just like this. If you love car reviews, be sure to like this video and also subscribe to the channel. And also thank you to Frost Cadillac here in Brampton for allowing me to review this beautiful AT4X. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over the different models that you can get with the Sierra 2500s here, the safety features that you do get with the AT4X model, the engine specs, the exterior, the interior, the infotainment system, and of course the pricing. All right, so as for the different models, first off, you can get different types of configurations for the 2500s, and then you also have two different drive types that you can choose from. And then you really get into all of these trims that are available, so you do have quite a few of them, and I think there's one for everyone. And here are all of the safety features that you do get with the AT4X. So again, there is quite a bunch of safety features that do come packed with this truck. Now in terms of what powers the AT4X, standard you do get the 6.6 liter V8 engine. However, this one does have the 6.6 liter Duramax Turbo-Diesel V8 engine, producing 470 horsepower and 975 pound-foot of torque. And as for the towing with this truck and the way that this truck is spec'd out, you can tow about 18,500 pounds. All right, let's start off in the front of this beautiful AT4X here. So on the bumper, as you can see, you've got a full gloss black bumper, which I love on any vehicle. You've also got the front safety sensors that do run across. There's also the red front recovery hooks there. And behind the license plate and this little area down here, you kind of have like these openings, kind of like a lower mini grille area. There's also the LED fog lights on both of the corners. And then you really just get into this gorgeous grille area. I really like all of the designing elements on this, especially the gloss black. You've even got kind of like this black chrome look going on, and the massive red GMC letters along with the front facing camera with the washer. And over here also you have the AT4X badging. Now even on the sides of the bumper, on both the sides, you have the 2500 badging, and on the driver's side you do have this plug here. And then really you get into these gorgeous LED lights. I love these C-shaped running lights here, the daytime running lights, and then of course you have your typical ones in the middle. Even on here you have the HD engraved into the grille portion or the trim. And then even up here you have the gloss black trimming. I really like all of the gloss black elements on this. And if you look on the hood, not only do you have the nice designing, but you have this vent here, which adds to the look of this truck. All right, now coming around to the side of this truck, look how massive this thing looks. I really like the setup on this. And let me show you up top, because this does have the power sunroof. How nice is that? And also you'll notice up there, those lights, the orange ones, those are your clearance lamps. And then around your windows here, you have the gloss black trimming, which I am a huge fan of, because even here you have gloss black. It's not that typical black rubber look. So gloss black everywhere, body color door handles, and then you got these massive tow mirrors with gloss black up here, and then the typical black plastic there, all of your turn signal, the lights. And then this also has side mirror camera, so angles all around the truck. I'll show you that on the touchscreen inside. Here's what the massive tow mirrors look like. You've got the top section, the bottom one, and then a light here as well. On the fender here, you have the black chrome, the gloss black, and the Duramax 6.6 liter badging, which looks beautiful. And on the side, you have another AT4X HD badge, and that will be on the passenger side as well. This also has the power running board, so when you do open the door, they come out just like that. Also right above your tire area, so this black molding piece here, you do have the reflector, and then it also says GMC. Then you can't forget about these beautiful wheels, the blacks going on, the aluminums. I really like how they've designed this. These are super unique, and these are your 18-inch wheels paired with the 35-inch tires. And if I take a step back, you can see these wheels I think fit perfect with the AT4X. Not only that, you also have the off-road suspension. Also on the bed back here, you do have the steps over here and on the other side, so you can get in and out from the side or just reach in. Plus, if you come around to the rear, not only do the nice looks continue, but you've got more built-in steps to the rear bumper. And just like the front, the rear bumper is also gloss black with more rear safety sensors. You've got your hitch there in the center, and then a spare tire hidden down below. Up by the license plate area, you have all of your towing outlets. And since this is a diesel, look at how massive that exhaust is. Also on the tailgate here, you've got the nice badging just like the front. You've got the red GMC letters here, the Sierra badging, and then the AT4X badging again. And up by the tailgate handle or the button area, you have 2 buttons, and that's because this does have the multifunction tailgate, and then you have the cameras back here. Also, for the rear lights, these are LED, and I really love how these are designed. They just look super, super nice, just like the front lights, and it just adds to the whole look of this truck. Now, let me go ahead and show you how the multifunction tailgate operates, and you can see how many ways that you can definitely utilize this. So I want to open this up as a traditional tailgate. So it's a soft opening, which is nice, and then you have this little guy here, which does pop out just like that. And then not only that, if I just go ahead and close this and I push the top button instead, this whole thing drops down, so you can get up close and personal with all of your stuff back here. And if you want to turn this into a step, well, you definitely can. And this has speakers in here. How cool is that? So you can be jamming out to your music while you're at work. And then yeah, so closing this, and then lastly, if I close all of this and then I just press the top one here, it's gonna unlock the top portion of the tailgate just like that. And I can also prop this back up, and that's what that looks like. Now let's check inside of the tailgate. So let's open this up again, and back here you do get a spray and bed liner, which I am a huge fan of, and I always suggest if you are getting a pickup truck, always have that. And then if you look way back there, you have the massive GMC letters. You even got your 5th wheel gooseneck set up right there, and all of the hooks and all of the corners. Plus you do have LED bed lighting on both of the sides. And then here you have more outlets, so there's that, and then the bottom one. Plus you have a 120 volt outlet over here. Now over on the rear glass, the centerpiece is a power sliding window, and if you look up by the light there, you have 2 cameras. One is your bed camera, and the other one is for your digital rear view mirror. All right, let's jump into this bad boy and take a look at what we have going on inside of the truck. So you've got the all black interior, but there is a ton of bits and pieces that do stand out. First off, you have a ton of space down here, a water bottle area here. You've got the nice grille here in aluminum for the speaker and more of the black chrome surrounding it. And then all of this soft touch material with the red X pattern contrast stitching. You've even got this gorgeous trim. Like, look at all that designing within that trim. And the white stitching, the white piping, even up here is soft touch material. And again, just like the material here, you have it up here as well, plus more of the black chrome trimming. And then this beautiful wood trim, and all of this you'll notice throughout the interior. Plus you have another speaker up here, and this does have the Bose sound system, so that's a plus. Okay, so let me show you the seats, because this is very, very nice. You have the all black interior, right? So it's exactly like the doors. You got the white piping, the contrast stitching, even here, more of that beautiful trimming with the designing on it. You've got the perforated back and bottom sections. Even here you have the red contrast stitching all throughout the seat here. Also, this seat and the other seat does come heated, and you do have your very own hidden compartment areas. And if you drop down the center here, here are your cup holders. And now let me show you, when you do lift up the seat, you do have this massive area which you can definitely store things, plus all of this opens up. I want to quickly jump back here and show you the legroom and the headroom. All right, once you're inside, look at all of the legroom that you have, even though the driver's seat can be adjusted even more, but still, all have a good amount of legroom. And in terms of the headroom, there is a ton of headroom. I'm wearing a hat, plus for reference, I am 5'11", and the reason it opens up so much is because you have this indent that goes up into the roof, and that opens up a ton of space. Now behind the driver and the passenger seat, you have the soft touch around like up here, but then you have the hard plastic right here. And you have a storage spot here and the other seat as well. On the rear console area, you do have more cup holders, more of the black chrome trimming, your rear heated seat controls, more black chrome trimming, the vents back here, and USB ports. All right, let's head to the front and see if anything is different compared to the rear. And really the only thing that you'll notice up here, not only do you get the same spot here, but you have 2 water bottle areas and a much bigger speaker area. Everything else is identical to the rear, other than of course your typical window controls, side mirror controls, and then the driver memory seat controls. And another thing about this is, because you have the tow mirrors, I can actually extend them outwards and also bring them back in. So let me show you that quickly. So if I just press that button, they are going out, and then if I press it again, in they come. As for the front seats, these are identical to the rear seats, of course. Very nice, very comfortable. Not only do the front seats come heated, but they're also ventilated, and you have a mini massage feature in this. Also, you have this beautiful AT4 badge in the seat and on the other one as well. And on the side here, you have all of your power adjustment controls, and this button right here activates that mini massage feature. Down here, you have this nice looking chrome and with the wood AT4X door sill piece. Down below, nothing too fancy, just your foot pedals. Up here is your hood latch release. And then moving further up, you have your electronic parking brake, all of your different modes. So your auto, 4 high, 2 high, and then your trailering ones as well. And here are your lighting controls. You have your bed light there, the cluster dimmers, and another light here. This truck also has the heads-up display, so you have all the controls here. Even around the venting, more gloss black, and then this beautiful trimming, which you'll notice all throughout the dashboard. As for the steering wheel, this does come manual adjustable. Now, right before I jump in, I just want to show you something cool on the cluster area, because when you do open the door, you have this nice AT4X image that displays. And once I get inside and close the door, watch what happens. You have this nice animation in the cluster and on the touchscreen, so look at how cool that looks. All right, now as you enter inside, your dashboard has the hard material everywhere, but you do get the nice white stitching, the white piping. This does have a speaker here, here, in the center, and the other side. Plus, this has my favorite feature, which is the heads-up display, as you can see right there. Not only that, you have these nice grab handles, but then this beautiful suede material on the pillar and all throughout the roof. And then you get into this super nice and super unique and fully detailed, fully digital cluster area. This is a 12.3-inch cluster, so there's a lot of things that you can view on this in terms of information. And in order to control all of that, it's done all through here. So you can either press the arrows here, or you can scroll down on the scroll wheel. But let me show you. If I go on the right, and then some of the menus will have more things. So for example, this one, if I go down with the scroll wheel, as you can see, a ton of more information pops up. Not only that, let me just go to the settings here, and then the left side info. I can even control or see what I want to see on this side, in the middle, and the other side. How cool is that? As for the steering wheel, you have the soft touch material, more of the beautiful contrast stitching, and the steering wheel does come heated. And here's more of that trimming that I've shown you on here by the vent area. Very, very nice looking. You've got the red GMC badging here with more chrome. On the left side here, you have all of your cruise control settings, follow distance, and your heated steering wheel control. The other side has your Bluetooth, phone, and cluster controls. And way back here, you have your wiper controls, high beams, and indicators. And since this is a diesel, you have your shifter right there. All right, now moving to the center armrest area. Soft touch material with the contrast stitching in red and the white, plus this nice trimming here and another AT4X badge. Now opening this up, you have this tray with 3 sections, and you can pop this out just like that. In here, you have a decent amount of storage space, USB ports, you have an outlet over here, and here is the wireless phone charger. Right before I get on the center console, I just want to show you on the side even more contrast stitching here. And then down here, you have some more space, and you'll notice that on the passenger side as well. Now on here, you have a few things. It's so open because there's no shifter. You have space here. Your trailer brake controller is here, more space here, USB ports, cup holders with more chrome trimming, and then more space down there. And then really, you get into all of this. Look at how unique your start-stop button looks. Here is all of your heating and cooling temperature controls, including the vented seats, heated seats, and you can do the top or both. And down here, you have a few buttons. So you have your exhaust brake, lane keep, parking sensors to turn them on or off, tailgate, hazards, traction control. This button opens up all of the windows, and then you have your locker and the hill descent control. And then is this beautiful 13.4-inch touchscreen. Not only do you have pages here, so this page and the next page, but you have a mini screen off to the right. Now on the page here, let's go under audio for a second. In here, you're gonna find things like your AM, FM, Sirius XM, Bluetooth, USB, and news. And then if you head back, there's also the map section. This does have Google Maps built in. Heading back again, there's also your phone section, and then the cameras. So if I go into this, like I was mentioning, there's views on views on views on this. So right here, I am facing the front. I'm just gonna turn on the bird's eye view. So that's what that looks like. And here's the front facing camera. If I click this, you have the rear facing camera, and here is the top back of the truck, and here's the top front of the truck. And then you have your side mirror. So this is facing the front, and then it's facing the back. And then here is the hitch camera. Now, if I go onto this little arrow, there's also the bed camera, like I was mentioning. And then exiting out of all of this, you also have Google Assistant, Play Store, Android Auto, and Apple CarPlay. On the next page, you have your trailering section. So on here, you're gonna find things like add a new trailer, accessories, and then even a guest trailer. So all of that can be done through here. And then if you head back again, there's also the climate section, which you can control through here or down here from the physical controls. And then let's head back again. There's also the settings section, which is typical on any vehicle, so you can fine tune all of these little things. And then finally, you have your Wi-Fi hotspot, My GMC, and News. And then off to the right on the mini screen here, you have 4 different sections that you can view, which is pretty neat. And up here is your rear view mirror. And like I was mentioning, this also has the digital rear view mirror. And then moving further up, you have all of your garage controls, your sunroof controls, your rear power sliding window controls, interior lights, SOS, and OnStar. And here is the key fob for this AT4X. It's your typical GMC key. All right, coming around to the passenger side, let me show you the dashboard area. First off, here's that space I was talking about. And then on your dash, here's more of that beautiful trimming. And then you have all of this, which pretty much is blacked out, but more stitching and piping. And this does open up, revealing a hidden compartment area. And then you have your typical glove compartment space. And here's the window sticker on this 2026 AT4X. The pricing that you see is in Canadian dollars. Well, that does it for the review on this 2026 GMC Sierra 2500 AT4X. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of this?